stand on the Israeli army entering Rafah when there are still civilians there?
From a Jewish perspective,
Yeah.
you do whatever you need to do to protect your civilians, to protect your people, your nation. So as long as there's a credible threat, which there undoubtedly is, in my view, and in any sane person's view, until Hamas are obliterated, then you have a duty to continue to get rid of that threat, a moral obligation. So absolutely they should do whatever they need to do. And if civilians are hurt, then the entire moral culpability, I mean, you have to do everything within your power to target the enemy, but the fact that you're doing this in response to something means that everything that's happening, the entire moral accountability lies on the side of the aggressor. So it's amazing. I heard a rabbi say to me yesterday, a brilliant point. He said, what's fascinating about this war is everyone is obsessing over this war and everything about it, except for the actual war itself. How many people know about all the different battlefields that have taken place in Gaza? How many people know about all these protesters out there, know about the IDF's progress and how many Hamas fighters have been killed, what their next stage of the operation is, all the various cities in Gaza, what the plan is for, afterwards? They're not interested in that. It's the only war that I know that's covered where the only focus has been on the civilian casualties, which is just the most bizarre way to cover a war. That's not how we covered when we destroyed ISIS, where, by the way, the civilian to terrorist ratio was far higher than what Israel has achieved. Lord Andrew Roberts, who was just recently made a lord and is a military historian, possibly one of the best in the world. He just came out with a book about conflicts post Second World War up till today. And he said that Israel's ratio of 2-to-1, meaning 2 for every 1 Hamas terrorist, it's about 1.5 to 2 civilians killed. That's unprecedented in urban warfare. So actually the world should be saying to Israel, please can you teach us how you've managed to be so precise and achieve unprecedented levels? But of course they don't, because it's fueled by a deeper hostility to Israel. Because of course if there was sanity, everything that we'd see and the way things would be covered and what people would be protesting about would be totally different. But I'm sure you've noticed there's been a totally topsy-turvy world of insanity that's been fueling what we see on the streets and the media, because it's really what's happening in Israel is touching on far deeper philosophical and ideological nerves for all kinds of people, and we can get into that if you want to.